The cold wind howled outside Eli's window, a stark reminder of the winter that had settled over his small town. Snow blanketed the streets, and the world looked like a postcard from a place he wished he could escape. But no matter how beautiful it was, Eli felt a deep chill in his heart. He stared at his phone, the screen glowing faintly in the dim light of his room. He had been waiting for a message from Kayla, his best friend who had moved far away months ago. Kayla had always been the bright spot in Eli's life. They shared everything: secrets, dreams, and laughter. But when her family relocated to another state, Eli felt as though a part of him had been ripped away. The days turned into weeks, and the weeks turned into months, but Eli still couldn't shake the feeling of emptiness that had settled over him since she left. He picked up his phone and scrolled through their old messages, inside jokes, silly memes, and plans they had made for the future. Each message felt like a warm hug, but the distance between them was as vast as the cold universe outside. Eli sighed heavily, knowing he should reach out, but fear held him back. What if she had forgotten him? What if she didn't want to talk anymore? Eli leaned back in his chair, trying to think of ways to bridge the gap. He remembered how Kayla used to say, "Distance means nothing when you care about someone." But caring felt so inadequate when it came to actually reconnecting. He wanted to hear her voice, to see her smile, to feel that warmth that always chased away the cold. He decided to take a walk to clear his mind. Bundling up in his thick coat, scarf, and gloves, he stepped outside. The snow crunched beneath his boots, and he watched as the flakes danced in the air. As he walked, memories flooded his mind, playing in the park, whispering secrets under the stars, and the countless times they had sat together, dreaming of their futures. "Hey, Eli!" A familiar voice called out, pulling him from his thoughts. It was Jake, a friend from school. "You okay? You look a bit down." "Yeah, just thinking," Eli replied, forcing a smile. "About Kayla?" Jake asked, his tone gentle. Eli nodded, feeling a lump in his throat. "I miss her. It's hard not being able to talk like we used to." Jake shrugged. "Why don't you just message her? You never know how she feels." Eli considered this, but doubts crept in. What if she didn't want to hear from him? What if she was too busy making new friends? "I don't know, man. It just feels different now." Things change, but that doesn't mean you can't try. Jake encouraged. Eli took a deep breath, grateful for his friend's support. Maybe he was right. The worst that could happen was that she wouldn't respond. But what if she did? What if she missed him as much as he missed her? With renewed determination, Eli returned home and sat down at his desk. His hands trembled slightly. As he opened the messaging app, he stared at the screen, heart racing. He typed a simple message. "Hey, Kayla. I've been thinking about you a lot. How are you?" After hitting send, Eli leaned back in his chair, anxiety swirling in his stomach. He waited, watching the little dots indicating that she was typing. Each moment felt like an eternity. Finally, the screen lit up. Double quotes Eli. "I miss you so much. I'm doing okay, just trying to adjust to everything here. How about you?" Eli's heart soared. She missed him. He quickly replied, sharing snippets of his life, how school was going, and how lonely it felt without her. The conversation flowed naturally, just like old times. As they chatted, Eli felt warmth spreading through him. They talked about their favorite movies, shared funny stories, and even made plans for a video call. It was as if the distance had melted away, leaving only the bond they had always shared. Hours passed before they finally said goodnight. Eli lay in bed, a smile on his face, feeling a sense of hope he hadn't felt in a long time. He realized that while distance could be daunting, it didn't have to extinguish the light of friendship. The next day, Eli couldn't wait for their scheduled video call. He prepared himself, tidying his room and choosing a shirt that Kayla had once complimented him on. As the time approached, excitement bubbled inside him. When the call connected, and he saw Kayla's smiling face on the screen, it felt like a warm hug. "Eli, you look great," she exclaimed, her eyes sparkling. "Thanks. You too." "I can't believe how much I've missed this," he said, feeling the distance between them shrink even further. Their laughter filled the room, and for the first time in months, Eli felt truly happy. They talked about everything: school, music, and their dreams for the future. Kayla shared stories about her new friends, and while a part of Eli felt a twinge of jealousy, he was glad she was happy. As the call began to wind down, Kayla looked serious for a moment. "Eli, I know we're far apart, but I want you to promise me something." "What's that?" he asked, curious. "Promise me you'll always keep in touch, no matter what. I don't want to lose you, even if I'm not." "There. I promise, Kayla," he replied earnestly. "Distance won't change how I feel about you." She smiled, her eyes shining with sincerity. "Keep me warm, Earthling." "I'll repay you with my body," she teased playfully, echoing the words she had said before. Eli felt his heart race at her words, but he knew it was more than just a playful comment. It was a promise of connection, a commitment to stay in each other's lives, despite the miles that separated them. As they ended the call, Eli felt a renewed sense of purpose. He wouldn't let distance keep him from the people he cared about. Instead, he would embrace the challenge, keeping the warmth of their friendship alive, no matter what. In that moment, he realized that hope could bridge any distance, and as long as they were willing to reach out, they would never truly be apart. Eli woke up the next morning with a smile on his face. The warmth of Kayla's laughter still echoed in his mind, and he felt a newfound sense of hope. It had been months since she moved away, and for the first time, he didn't feel the heavy weight of loneliness pressing down on him. Instead, he felt ready to take action. After breakfast, Eli grabbed his phone and sat down at his desk. He opened the messaging app and decided to send Kayla a picture of his favorite spot in town, a small park where they had spent countless afternoons together. The sun was shining, and the snow was melting, revealing patches of grass. He captured the moment, highlighting the beauty of the day. "Hey, Kayla, I miss this place. Remember all those times we played here? Can't wait until you can visit." "Again," he typed, hitting send with a sense of excitement. Moments later, his phone buzzed. Kayla's reply came through, brightening his day even more. "I miss it too. Those times were the best. I wish I could be there right now." Eli felt a pang of longing. He wanted to show her how beautiful everything was, to share the little joys of life with her. "How about a virtual tour? I can show you around through video," he suggested. "Great idea. Let's do it," she replied eagerly. Eli quickly set up his phone, propping it against a stack of books to create a makeshift stand. He stepped outside, feeling the cool breeze on his face. With each step, he felt more alive. He began the video call, and soon Kayla's face appeared on the screen, her smile bright and welcoming. "Wow, it looks amazing there," she exclaimed, her eyes sparkling with delight as she took in the scenery. "Yeah, it's beautiful today. Look at the trees. They're starting to bloom," Eli said, pointing the camera toward the park. "Remember when we used to climb that big oak tree over there?" Kayla laughed, her voice warm and inviting. "How could I forget? You were always too scared to go all the way to the top." Eli chuckled, feeling a rush of nostalgia. "I was. Being careful, but you were fearless. I admired that about you." As they continued their tour, Eli noticed how Kayla's face lit up with every memory they shared. They wandered through the park virtually, reminiscing about the games they played, the ice cream they shared, and the secrets whispered under the stars. Each story brought them closer together, making the distance feel a little less daunting. After the virtual tour, they settled on a bench in the park. Eli propped the phone against a tree, creating a cozy setup for their conversation. "So, what's life like where you are?" he asked, eager to hear about her new experiences. "It's different," she replied, her tone thoughtful. "I miss the familiarity of home, but I'm trying to make new friends and find my place here." Eli nodded, understanding her feelings of being out of place. "It's tough, but you're strong. I know you'll find your way," he encouraged, hoping to boost her spirits. "Thanks, Eli. It means a lot to hear that. Sometimes I feel like no one here understands me like you do," Kyla said, her expression serious for a moment. Eli felt a warmth spread in his chest. "We've been through so much together. That bond doesn't just disappear because of distance." Kayla smiled, her eyes shining with gratitude. "You're right. I just wish I could be there with you. It feels lonely sometimes." "I get that," Eli said softly. "But we can still be there for each other. We just have to keep trying." They talked for hours, sharing dreams and fears, and each moment felt like a step toward reconnecting. Eli realized that even though they were far apart, their friendship was still alive. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, Eli felt a surge of determination. "Kayla, I want to help you feel less lonely," he said, his voice steady. "What if we started a project together? Something we can both work on, even from different places?" Kayla's eyes lit up with interest. "What do you have in mind? How about a blog? We can share our experiences, our thoughts." Eli sat at his desk, staring at the glowing screen of his laptop. The blog he and Kayla had started together was coming along nicely, but he couldn't shake the feeling of distance that still lingered in his heart. They had created something special, a space where their friendship could thrive despite the miles between them. Yet, he missed the everyday moments, the spontaneous laughter, the shared meals, and the comforting presence of his best friend Dot as he typed up their latest post about winter memories. He couldn't help but feel a sense of longing. The words flowed easily, but the ache of missing Kayla made it hard to focus. After finishing the post, he decided to send it to her for feedback. He hit send and leaned back in his chair, hoping for a quick response. While waiting, Eli's mind wandered to the last time they had seen each other. It was a sunny day, and they had gone to their favorite park. They had laughed, played games, and promised to always stay close, no matter where life took them. But now, that promise felt fragile, like a thin thread holding them together. Moments later, his phone buzzed, and he quickly opened the message. Kayla's reply brightened his day. "I love the post. It brought back so many memories. I can't believe how much I miss those days." Eli smiled, feeling a spark of hope. "I miss them too. Let's make more memories, even from afar." "Definitely. Let's plan a virtual game night this weekend," she suggested. "Sounds great." "I can't wait," he replied, excitement bubbling inside him. As the weekend approached, Eli found himself preparing for the game night. He set up his laptop, arranged snacks on his desk, and even wore his favorite hoodie, the one Kyla had given him for his birthday. He wanted to feel close to her as they played together. When the time arrived, Eli logged into the video call and saw Kayla's face light up on the screen. "Hey, Eli, you look cozy," she said with a smile. "Thanks. I wanted to feel ready for our game night," he replied, feeling warmth spread through him. They spent the evening playing games, laughing, and enjoying each other's company. It felt like old times, and Eli cherished every moment. They played a trivia game, and Kayla's competitive spirit shone through. "You're going down, Earthling," she teased. "Not if I can help it." Eli shot back, grinning as they played, Eli felt the distance between them shrink. Each joke, each shared memory, reminded him of their bond. But as the night wore on, he noticed a hint of sadness in Kayla's eyes. After their last game, he asked, "Hey, is everything okay?" Kayla hesitated, then sighed. "I'm just feeling a bit overwhelmed. Moving away has been harder than I thought. Sometimes I feel like I'm lost here." Eli's heart sank. He wanted to reach out, to comfort her. "I can't imagine how tough that must be. But you're not alone. I'm here for you, no matter what." Her eyes softened. "I know, and that means a lot. I just wish I could be there with you. I miss our talks and our adventures." Eli felt a wave of determination wash over him. "We can still have adventures, Kayla. We just have to be creative. How about we start a challenge? Each week, we can pick a theme and do something related to it. We can share our experiences in photos." Kayla's face brightened. "That sounds amazing. I love that idea. It'll be like going on adventures together, even if we're apart." "Exactly," Eli said, feeling a surge of excitement. "This week, let's do a nature theme. We can explore our surroundings and share what we find." "Perfect. I'll take pictures of the parks around here, and you can show me your favorite spots," Kayla replied, her enthusiasm infectious. As they discussed their plans, Eli felt a renewed sense of hope. They were finding ways to bridge the distance, and he was determined to keep their friendship strong. The next day, he set out to explore the small nature trail near his house, eager to capture its beauty and share it with Kayla. Walking along the trail, Eli marveled at the little things: birds chirping, squirrels playing, and the way the sunlight filtered through the trees. He took pictures of everything, thinking of how Kayla would react to them. He felt a rush of inspiration and connectedness, as if they were experiencing the moment together. When he returned home, he eagerly uploaded the photos, crafting a message to accompany them. "Here are my nature finds. I hope you like them. I can't wait to see what you discover." He hit send and waited, excitement bubbling inside him. A few moments later, Kayla replied with a flurry of messages. "These are amazing, Eli. The colors are so vibrant. I can't believe how beautiful your area is." Feeling proud, Eli responded, "Thanks. It's even better when I can share it with you. I can't wait to see your photos." Over the next few days, they both explored their surroundings, sharing pictures and stories. Kayla sent him photos of a beautiful park filled with blooming flowers and lush green trees. Eli was impressed. "Wow, that's stunning. I can't wait to visit. When I come to see you." Kayla's excitement was palpable through the screen. "You'll love it. It's so peaceful here. I've started going for walks every day. It helps me clear my mind. I'm really proud of you for doing that. It's important to take care of yourself," Eli said, feeling a sense of admiration for her strength. As their challenge continued, Eli noticed how much their conversations deepened. They began to share not just their surroundings, but also their thoughts and feelings. Kayla opened up about her struggles with fitting in and her hopes for the future. Eli listened intently, offering support and encouragement. One evening, as they sat in front of their screens, Eli felt a surge of emotions. "Kayla, I really admire how you're handling everything. It's not easy to start over." "Thanks, Eli. It helps to talk to you." "You always know how to lift my spirits," she replied, her voice warm. "I'll always be here for you. No matter how far apart we are, we can face anything together," he promised. Feeling a sense of determination. As they continued their nature challenge, they decided to plan a virtual picnic. They each prepared their favorite snacks and set up a cozy spot in their rooms. When they connected for the picnic, Eli felt a warmth wash over him as he saw Kayla smiling, a plate of homemade cookies in front of her. "This is the best picnic ever," she exclaimed, taking a bite of her cookie. Agreed. I wish we could actually be at the park together, Eli said, his heart aching a little at the thought. Me too. But this is still special, Kayla replied, her eyes shining with sincerity. As they shared their snacks and talked about everything under the sun, Eli realized that their friendship was evolving. They were learning to navigate the distance, finding joy in their shared moments. Each conversation, each laugh, brought them closer together, solidifying their bond. Later that night, as Eli lay in bed, he reflected on how far they had come. It hadn't been easy, but they were building something beautiful together. He thought about Kayla's promise. Keep me warm, Earthling. I'll repay you with my body. It felt more meaningful now. Their connection was a warmth that could overcome any distance. Eli understood that while trials and challenges could feel overwhelming, they were also opportunities to grow and strengthen their bond. He felt hopeful for the future, where distance would no longer be a barrier, but a testament to their friendship. With determination and trust, they would continue to keep each other warm, no matter where life took them. The days flew by, and Eli found himself looking forward to his calls and messages with Kayla more than anything else. Their nature challenge had become a regular part of their lives, bringing them closer despite the miles that separated them. Each shared photo, each heartfelt conversation, made Eli feel like they were weaving a tapestry of memories together, one thread at a time. One chilly evening, as Eli sat at his desk, he decided to surprise Kayla with something special for their next virtual picnic. He had been thinking of a way to make their time together even more memorable. He recalled how they used to enjoy stargazing at their favorite park, lying on the grass and dreaming about their futures. That night, he came up with an idea. They would have a virtual stargazing night. Eli quickly got to work. He prepared a list of constellations he wanted to share with her, along with some fun facts. He also set up a cozy spot on his bed with blankets and pillows, wanting to create a warm, inviting atmosphere for their call. As he lit a few candles for ambience, he couldn't help but feel a flutter of excitement. When the time for their picnic arrived, Eli logged into the video call, eager to see Kayla's face. As soon as she appeared on the screen, his heart warmed. "Hey, Kayla, are you ready for our stargazing adventure?" he asked, grinning. "Absolutely. I've got my blanket and snacks ready," she replied, her eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. They spent a few moments chatting and sharing their favorite snacks. Eli had prepared some popcorn, while Kayla had a plate of cookies. "These cookies are my secret weapon," she joked, taking a big bite. "Looks like I'm in trouble." Eli laughed. "Okay, let's start with the first constellation. Do you remember Orion?" Kayla nodded, her expression serious. "Of course, the hunter, right? I can't wait to see it." Eli pulled out a star chart he had printed earlier. "Okay, let's find it together. I'll point my camera at the sky, and you can tell me if you see it." With the camera focused on the darkening sky, Eli pointed out the bright stars. "There's Betelgeuse, and over there is Rigel. Can you see them?" "Yes. It's so beautiful," Kayla exclaimed, her voice filled with awe. "I miss the stars. They always made me feel connected to everything." As they continued to search for. As spring arrived, Eli felt a sense of renewal wash over him. The days grew longer, and the air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers. Each day brought a little more warmth, and with it, a growing excitement for his friendship with Kayla. Their virtual adventures had become a cherished part of his life, and he looked forward to sharing new experiences together. One sunny afternoon, Eli decided to take a walk in the park, hoping to capture the beauty of spring for their blog. He brought along his camera, ready to take photos of the blossoms and vibrant colors that surrounded him. As he strolled through the park, he felt a mix of joy and longing. He wished Kayla could be there to experience it all with him, he snapped. Pictures of cherry blossoms, bright tulips, and the gentle sway of the trees in the breeze. Each image reminded him of the times they had spent together, sharing laughter and dreams. Eli felt a warmth in his heart, knowing that he was creating memories to share with her. After a while, he found a quiet spot by a small pond. The water shimmered in the sunlight, and he sat down on a bench, taking a moment to breathe in the beauty around him. He pulled out his phone and typed a message to Kayla. "Hey, I'm at the park, and it's beautiful here. Wish you were with me. I took some amazing pictures I can't wait to share." He hit send, feeling a rush of hope. Moments later, his phone buzzed with her reply. "I wish I could be there too. I want to see those photos." Eli smiled, feeling a sense of connection, even from afar. "I'll send them right now. I'm thinking we should do a spring theme for our blog this week." "That sounds perfect. I can't wait to see what you've captured," Kayla replied, her enthusiasm shining through the screen. Feeling inspired, Eli sent her the photos, each one filled with color and life. "Here they are. I hope they brighten your day," he wrote. Kayla responded quickly. "They're beautiful, Eli. You have an eye for capturing the moment. I can almost feel the sunshine through the screen." As they continued to chat, Eli felt a sense of warmth and excitement building between them. They brainstormed ideas for their blog, discussing how they could incorporate their spring theme. Eli suggested they each create a list of things they loved about spring and share them with one another. "I'll write about the flowers, the fresh air, and the feeling of new beginnings," he said, his voice filled with enthusiasm. "I love that. I'll write about my favorite places to visit in spring and maybe include some of my art inspired by the season." Kayla replied as they exchanged ideas. Eli felt a surge of hope. They were creating something meaningful together, something that kept their friendship alive and thriving. But as the days passed, Eli noticed a slight change in Kayla's messages. She seemed a bit quieter, and her replies were not as enthusiastic. As before, one night, as they prepared for their weekly video call, Eli felt a knot of worry in his stomach. He wanted to ask her if everything was okay, but he didn't want to put her on the spot. When their call connected, he greeted her with a smile, but he noticed that Kayla's smile didn't reach her eyes. "Hey, Kayla. I'm excited for our spring theme," Eli said, trying to keep the mood light. "Me too," she replied, but her voice felt distant. Eli decided to address it. "Is everything all right? You seem a little off today." Kayla hesitated, looking down for a moment. "I've just been feeling a bit overwhelmed lately. Moving to a new place is harder than I thought. Sometimes I feel like I'm losing my connection to home and to you." Eli's heart sank. He wanted to reach through the screen and comfort her. "I'm here for you, Kayla. I know it's tough, but we're still connected. We can get through this together." She nodded, but her eyes looked sad. "I know. It's just that sometimes I feel like I'm drifting away from everything I know, including you. I don't want to lose what we have." Eli felt a rush of determination. "You're not going to lose me, Kayla. We're in this together. Let's make a plan to keep our connection strong. What if we set aside time every week to talk about our feelings and share what's going on in our lives? We can hold each other accountable." Kayla smiled faintly, appreciating his effort. "I would like that. It's hard to feel so far away from everyone I care about." "I understand. But remember, we can still share experiences and support each other, no matter where we are," he reassured her. Their conversation continued, but Eli couldn't shake the feeling that something deeper was bothering Kayla. He wanted to help her, to remind her that she was not alone in her struggles. As they wrapped up their call, Eli felt a mix of hope and concern. Afterward, he sat at his desk, reflecting on their conversation. He wanted to find a way to lift her spirits, to remind her of the strength of their friendship. Inspired, he decided to surprise her with a special project. He would create a scrapbook of their memories, highlighting their favorite moments together. The next day, Eli gathered photos, quotes, and little notes about their adventures. He printed out their blog posts and added drawings he had made based on their conversations. As he worked, he felt a sense of purpose. This scrapbook would be a physical reminder of their bond, a treasure they could both hold on to. When he finished, Eli carefully packaged the scrapbook and wrote a heartfelt letter to Kayla. In it, he expressed how much she meant to him and how grateful he was for their friendship. He promised to always be there for her, no matter the distance. With the package ready, Eli felt a wave of excitement. He rushed to the post office, eager to send it off. As he watched the postal worker take the package, he felt a sense of relief. He hoped this gesture would bring Kayla comfort and remind her that they were always connected. A few days later, Eli received a message from Kayla. "Eli, I got your package. Thank you so much." "I can't believe how thoughtful you are." Eli smiled, his heart swelling with joy. "I'm so glad you liked it. I just wanted you to know how much you mean to me. I love this scrapbook. It made me cry happy tears. Seeing all those memories reminded me that no matter where I am, our friendship is strong," Kayla replied, her words filling him with warmth. Eli felt a wave of relief wash over him. "That's exactly what I wanted. We can get through anything together. I'm always here for you." As their conversation continued, Eli felt the distance between them shrink once more. Kayla opened up about her struggles, and Eli listened carefully, offering support and encouragement. They talked about their favorite memories and made new plans for their blog, excited to keep their friendship alive. That night, as Eli lay in bed, he felt a renewed sense of hope. He understood that while distance could be challenging, it also offered opportunities for growth. They were learning to trust each other more deeply, sharing their fears and dreams without hesitation. Eli closed his eyes, thinking about Kayla and their friendship. He realized that they were stronger together, and he felt grateful for the bond they shared. With determination in his heart, he promised himself that he would always be there for her, ready to keep her warm, no matter how far apart they were. As summer approached, Eli felt a buzz of excitement in the air. The world around him was alive, with color and energy, but he still felt a lingering sadness about the distance between him and Kayla. Their friendship had grown, stronger through shared memories and virtual adventures. Yet he couldn't shake the feeling that they needed to do something more meaningful to truly reconnect. One evening, as Eli sat at his desk, he noticed the sun setting, casting a warm glow across his room. He thought about how much he missed Kayla and how much he wanted to see her again. Suddenly, an idea struck him like a bolt of lightning. What if he organized a virtual challenge that would push them both to grow and reconnect in a deeper way? Excited by the thought, Eli grabbed his notebook and started brainstorming. He wanted to create a summer challenge that would not only help them bond, but also inspire them to step out of their comfort zones. He wrote down ideas, art projects, cooking new recipes, exploring local places, and even trying new activities. After jotting down his thoughts, he quickly typed a message to Kayla. "Hey, I have an idea for a summer challenge. Let's push ourselves to try new things and share our experiences. We can document everything for our blog." He hit send, his heart racing with anticipation. Moments later, Kaylee responded, "I love that idea. What do you have in mind?" Eli felt a wave of relief and excitement. "How about we each pick a theme for the week? We can cook a new recipe, explore a local spot, and create something artistic to share. At the end of the week, we can have a virtual showcase." Kayla's enthusiasm poured through the screen. "That sounds amazing. I'm in. Let's start with the recipe." I've always wanted to try making homemade pasta. Eli smiled, feeling a rush of joy. Perfect. I've never made pasta before either. Let's challenge ourselves. As the week began, Eli dove into his cooking adventure with excitement. He gathered ingredients from the local grocery store and watched videos on how to make pasta. The process was messy and chaotic, but he found joy in every step. He laughed at his failed attempts and felt a sense of accomplishment when he finally rolled out the dough dot throughout the week. He documented his journey, taking photos and notes to share with Kayla. He was excited to showcase not just the final dish, but the process, the trials, and the laughter that came with it. Meanwhile, Kayla was also immersed in her cooking adventure. She sent him pictures of her homemade pasta, along with a few funny mishaps. I think I made more of